handstand push-up today. So first I want to make sure and ask who is still working on their handstand push-up. Strength. Still working on it? Okay, cool. You guys got your handstand push-ups? Perfect. Can you get up against the wall?
I can walk up like this way.
Can you put yourself shoulders over hips like that? That way, no? Okay. So you're going to work with Amy today on the shoulders over hips, but you guys are going to work with me on handstand push-ups, okay? Or you might be able to do that since Amy's recording right now. So, with me as well. So, handstand push-ups. A couple of things are important to be efficient at your handstand push-ups that I want to go over. Is one, as you go to the wall, the best reference or a good reference to where to put your hands is going to be about a foot off the wall. So one of your feet off the wall is where you're going to aim your hands at, right? That does is put the center of gravity a little bit away from the wall and not so close to the wall. If your center of gravity is really close, as you start your handstand push-up and go back up, it might throw you off the wall, okay? At the same time, that allows you to get a good tripod stance, okay? So if we're here, and we're not able to put a lot of our weight in our hand, we tend to end up coming up to putting that weight in our head, and we love our cervical spine, right? So we want to make sure to keep that safe. So when we're in a handstand push-up, make sure your head is slightly in front of your hand in the bottom position. And you go up, you're going to open the shoulders up, and your head's going to be through the window. But as you go down, it's the opposite. Okay, your head comes into a tripod. That way you can keep some weight in your hands. Right? That also sets you up for the kip, and also sets you up to move your center of gravity slightly forward as you go back up. Okay, makes sense. All right. So if you've ever taken a class with Eric, our gymnastics coach, he talks a lot about torque as well, torque producing force. Not only are we pushing up off the ground, but if we can add some torque into that press, that'll also help the force coming up. So what I mean by torque is that, not twerk, right? That's a whole other thing. But torque, so as I come up, I'm gonna take my elbows and kind of push my elbows in as I come up. And not necessarily leave them out. Okay, when I'm pressing up. So you're applying additional force into the ground as you come up, which is a good thing. Okay? So, as I set up, take my foot, one foot away from the wall. My target is about right there. I'm gonna enter the wall. Try not to crash into the wall. Okay? Kool-Aid right through the wall. All right, so we're gonna be slightly controlled as we come up, which is gonna transfer into your handstands, better balance. All right, so as I come up to the wall, I'm gonna take my head as I go down and put it slightly forward of my hands, right? So my hands are slightly forward of my head. Now the weight's not on my cervical spine or my head. I need to make sure I have some weight on my hands, okay, as I press out. My butt's not against the wall, I'm not disjointed, or I'm not, my core is not loose. I'm gonna keep my core nice and tight. As I come up, I'm gonna press, and as I come up, I'm gonna press my elbows in and produce that extra torque, not necessarily leave them out here. Make sense? So I'll come up, as I come up, press my elbows into the opening of the handstand. Cool? So what I want to do is I want to watch you guys a little bit. Watch you guys do some handstands. Correct what I can do. I'll have you float if we can. Get up to the wall. Watch you guys do it, and then we'll work on our kick. Cool? All right. So you do want to stop, and then get.